Hi, my name is Jeff and welcome back to my workshop. Today we're going to continue work on the Walthers Proto F3A&B set. This is the B unit. You can see most of the handrails are installed. I've got one left to do. I realized last week I showed you how I made them, but I didn't show you how I install them. So we'll do that real quick and then we'll get on to decaling. By the way, if you're enjoying this video or if you learned something from it, please hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next future episodes, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think or what you'd like to see me do or suggestions on how things could be done differently. I'll be glad to hear from you. So I've got the decal. It's already painted, like we did in last week's episode. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link there'll be a link in the description. So if you'll recall from that episode, I like to leave one leg longer. So I insert that longer leg first, usually into the bottom hole just because it's easier to control and find. Once that's in place, then I can use my fingers and or the tweezers to just work that top leg in and then press it into place to the right thickness. The paint actually adds enough thickness that it holds those in place fairly well while I glue them in place. Now to glue them, I'm using a thick CA, slower reaction. It's not an instant or near instant like thin CA, but this is thicker, but it also stays in place when I put it there. So I'm just going to put a dot on the bottom of this plastic cup, and then I can use a toothpick to apply it right where I want it. And then we'll use some CA accelerant to harden those and lock them in place. Once they've fully cured, I'll trim those legs flush with the wall. If you use the spray hose on that, I like to clean things up from both the inside of the model as well as my work surface, just so I don't have the excess sitting there. But at this point, the CA is already dried and hard, so we're good there. And now time to decal. So the B unit's going to be numbered the same way. The A unit has a nose herald and then numbers towards the back. One of the things we'll do in next week's video is the number boards, and that will be done. We'll decal those in a similar manner. They're just much smaller. So I have my decal set. I'm using the turned up top of a pill bottle to hold the decals I'm using. Excess decals are actually sealed in the bottom of it, so I don't lose them if I knock that off. So I soak the decal for 10 seconds, although these are older. They're microscale decals, so I actually let it soak for about 20 seconds. It needed the extra time. And then I set it on a piece of paper towel, apply some decal setting solution. You can use microscales, microcell, microset, or in this case I'm using Walthers Salvaset because that's what I have on hand. By the way, this video is not sponsored, but Walthers, if you're listening, email me. And then I use a toothpick just to slide the decal off the backing paper and into position. I'll repeat the process with the other three decals. This is the letter A, so I have to do the 1 and the 9 and get them lined up. Get them installed. Once the decal's in position, I just use paper towel to wick up excess water and decal setting solution. And with these done, I want to thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.